Well, here we are, the last month of 2023. Yes. And we're going to end it strong and solid with a lot of blessings. I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I always just like to go into the month going, this is going to be great. There's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of good stuff happening. So, December. I'm very excited about this because we kick off the month strong with Mercury moving into Capricorn. Mercury in Capricorn is clearing up our thoughts. It's giving us a lot of successful streamline of our thoughts and our plans. It's a really good time because we're not wasting as much time. We're really like saying, okay, this is what we need to do. Let's go get it done. That's Mercury in Capricorn. Now, hold on to Mercury because we're not done with Mercury yet. I'll be coming back to him in just a minute. On the 4th of December, we have Venus going into Scorpio. Now, Venus rules the opposing sign to Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra, but we're talking about Taurus right now. So Venus rules Taurus. So Venus in Scorpio is not the worst place. Venus does not like being in Virgo. I think we've talked about that. But Venus in Scorpio is not the worst place for Venus, but it's not a comfortable place either. This is a very intense time. You're going to see a lot of intensity here. Power struggles, maybe money concerns, or if you had money concerns and they've sort of been hidden, they come to the surface during this time. On the 6th, we have Neptune going direct, which is fantastic because this is setting our imaginations free. Oh, yeah. So while Neptune's been retrograde, our imaginations have been a little clogged up. Maybe like there's just been nothing to fantasize about. Maybe our dreams have been a little crippled. But now with Neptune going direct, we're letting our imaginations go. We're seeing our dreams are just like way more intense, a lot more vivid to like scenes to them, and our faith is increasing. I love it. I'm here for it. On the 7th, Hanukkah begins. So if you're celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. On the 12th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. I'm going to go into great detail about the new moon in Sagittarius when I do the zodiac reading and card pull for the new moon in Sagittarius. So make sure you tune into those videos to see like what's shaking out there, because the moon is conjunct Mars. So you know what that means when Mars is in the mix. A little bit of aggression. So I'm going to go into a lot of detail about that new moon at that time. On the 13th, I told you we weren't done with Mercury yet. Here it is. Mercury goes retrograde. Yeah. Mercury goes retrograde at 2:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Mercury's going retrograde in Capricorn. It's going to be great. Mercury's going to be retrograde until January 1st of 2024. So that's just a little bonus. That's just an awesome bonus for all those parties and traveling days and holidays that Mercury's going to be retrograde. Isn't that great? Yeah. Told you there was a couple of little catches. Okay, then on the 21st, we have a really busy day. We have the winter solstice. If you are celebrating the winter solstice with your crew, with your coven, whatever, happy solstice. The sun also goes into Capricorn on this day. And, again, busy day. Venus is in opposition to Uranus, and Mars is quincunx to Uranus. Now, excuse me, I told you I'm getting over a cold. So with Venus and Uranus being in opposition, this is a really moody and impulsive time for us, like feeling wise. Unfortunately, with Mars quincunx Uranus, it's also an impulsive time, but it's a time of rash behavior. So we really, really need to think things through during this solstice, during this busy day on the 21st. So Let's just think things through. The great thing is that Mercury is sextile to Saturn this day, so it is a time of thinking things through. It is a time of planning ahead. So there's some help there. There is some help. On the 23rd, we have Mercury retrograding back into Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is not a fan of being in Sagittarius. It's not the most comfortable place for Mercury to be because Mercury rules the opposing sign of Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, but Mercury is in opposition to a sign that it rules. It's not the best place, not the worst place for Mercury, but it's not the happiest place for Mercury. So we're still going to see the things that Mercury and Sagittarius feels, which is we're not able to articulate, we're not able to get our point across, the communication does not flow very easily. We're going to see that really amplified because Mercury is retrograde in this sign now. Yeah. Again, super fun. On the 24th and the 25th, we have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, respectively. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. On the 26th, I'm so excited about this. Not only is it Boxing Day to our neighbors from the north, so if you live in Canada, happy Boxing Day, and Kwanzaa is also beginning. So if you're celebrating Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. But this is a full moon in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. This is a fantastic full moon. I love it. I love it. There's a lot of aspects that are going on because the moon is in opposition to Mercury, it's sextile Jupiter, it's square Neptune, and it's trine Saturn. So there's a lot of aspects that are actually happening in this full moon in Cancer. Even though the moon does rule Cancer, it should be like the happiest day on earth, but there are some aspects that are influencing it, and I will go into a lot of detail on that card reading when I do the full moon in Cancer explanation before the zodiac card reading. So make sure you tune into those shows as well. On the 29th, we have Venus moving into Sagittarius. So Venus has had a very short trip in Scorpio. So now Venus is moving into Sagittarius, which is, it's more social, it's very energetic, it's like looking for that pleasurable, exciting time, and it opens us up to new experiences. It's also a time, it can be a little risky. It can be a time where we're not sure if we want to take the risk or not, but this can be a little bit risky. So again, think things through, but this is a very social, energetic time, and it's just awesome because on the 30th we have Jupiter going direct, and Jupiter is our planet of blessings and luck, and Jupiter goes direct at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So basically at the end of the day, excuse me, basically at the end of the day, Jupiter goes direct. But it's a fantastic, it's like kismet, it's perfect because the next day is New Year's Eve and everybody is celebrating on New Year's Eve, right? Even those of us that like to go to bed early are celebrating on the 31st. So, I mean, here we are on the 29th with Venus moving into Sag, which is a social time, and then Jupiter going direct on the 30th, right before New Year's Eve. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, even if Mercury is retrograde, still could be a good time. We end 2023, not only December, but also the whole year, with 4 planets in Earth. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus. We have Capricorn and, Capricorn is hosting the Sun and Pluto. We have 3 planets and North Node in Fire sign. So we have Mars, Mercury, and Venus in Sagittarius and North Node in Aries. And we have 2 planets in water, Saturn and Neptune, both in Pisces. And we do have South Node in Libra. And I've been talking more and more about South Node in the past little while because I've just just been like studying about it and just a little bit more obsessed with South Node. I don't know why. In the past few months. So, but we do have South Node in Libra. I did not check to see where all the asteroids were, but right now I think that's the only thing that we have in air at the end of the year. So, I know it's been a journey. I will tell you, this has definitely been a journey. I'm so grateful to all of you that have just made this like a great channel. This has been an awesome, awesome year. And thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for all your feedback. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you. I'm so looking forward to 2024 with you. But before we get to 2024, let's see what your individual numerology is here at the end of 2023. Well, hello, Life Path 1, and welcome to Readings at the Round Table for your monthly numerology. I'm Jennifer. I have the lovely and beautiful Jasmine over here with me today, and I also have Mouse, but I think that he may have just gone outside, but you never know with him. He comes in and out like all day and tries to interrupt my readings and tries to interrupt my videos. It's really good that he's so cute because today he's been a real interesting one. He's disconnected audio. He's like messed up my papers. It's fine. All right, Life Path 1. December for you is a very exciting time because this is an 11-2 month for you. Yes, 11-2. So you are embracing both the energy of the 11 and the 2. They're similar, but they're different. So the mantra of the 11 is, I am divine inspiration, making a difference in the world today. The mantra of the 2 is, with an open heart, I joyously receive and offer infinite love. That is, it's amazing that both of these numbers are, there's a lot of similarities here because they're all about, especially the 2 is all about harmony, love, balance. It's about relationships of all kind, whether it's friendships or family or business or romantic, whatever this is, community relationships, work, groups, coffee clutches, book clubs. It's about unity. It's about relationships. There's a lot that has to do with partnerships with the 2. It's about having an open heart and making soul connections. This is definitely, the 2 is definitely the law of attraction energy, because if it fixates on love and harmony, that's exactly what it attracts in. This is fantastic. The lesson of the 2 is how do we cooperate, love, connect, and open our hearts without losing ourselves or without sacrificing the self. That's an important lesson. It really is. It's a very important lesson. When we look at the energy of the 11 is creating a new way of communicating. A new way of communicating with others, with animals, with the universe. It's finding a new way of communicating. So definitely pay attention to what Mercury is doing this month. This is a time and an energy and a vibration of enlightenment, a lot of intuition, converting dreams into reality, law of attraction, accepting divine inspiration. When you talk to an 11 person, they're usually clairaudient or clairvoyant, and this may be something that comes into your life during this time, because an 11 energy is all about inspiration. I don't want to say they're Illuminati, but they're very much an illuminator. They want to shed light on darkness. I kind of dig it. I do. So the lesson of the 11 is embracing humility, altruism, and the willingness to convert fantasy into action. So it can't just be that we're fantasizing about something or that we are just trying to draw it in. We actually have to put action behind it. That is one of the components of manifesting, is work, is putting in the action. The shadow sides of these two very powerful numbers. The shadow side of a 2 is feeling indecisive, timid, overly sensitive, maybe a little tactless, becoming the martyr, or having that victim mentality. It's very challenging trying to place, like the vibration of the 2 constantly places others above the self. That's a challenge. That's a challenge because sacrificing of the self is not what we need or should have to do when we become part of a unit, a couple, or a group. It's detrimental. So we need to make sure that we're watching out for that this month. And that brings Venus in. So make sure you're paying attention to what's going on with Venus. Now, with the 11, the shadow side of the 11 is kind of interesting because yes, it can be too sensitive. It can be impractical. But also 11s need to learn how to interact with people publicly. Yeah, slightly different than like the 2, but still interacting with people. Ignoring your spiritual gifts at this time could be kind of harsh because for an 11, when they ignore their spiritual gifts, they have physical problems like persistent headaches, kidney or gallstones. They have persistent issues that go on with them. So life path 1, when you're like in this 11-2 vibration, make sure that you are open and listening to the messages that are coming into you. It's very important. It is. I just want to remind you, Life Path 1, of a couple of things about you. I know you know yourself pretty well, but I want to remind you of your mantra. I am inspiration. I fearlessly direct my creative ideas into action. So this is a wonderful time for you to convert fantasy into reality or having fantasy into action. Life Path 1, you know who you are. You're the first. You take the initiative. You move with courage. You are embracing your opportunities. You have a lot of independence. You're open to inspirational ideas. You're very resourceful. You're creative. Oh, love that. You are open to discovering more confidence in yourself and taking leadership. Yeah. You are the Genesis. You are definitely making that first step in order to move forward. We love this. And you see potential, Life Path 1. You definitely see potential. So if you're embracing the love part of the 2, the cooperation, the open-heartedness, the making soul connections, you can definitely see the potential in people. Don't fall in love with potential, okay? Yes, show them the right way and just be like, this is what I know you can do. I feel good about this. And if they don't choose it, you have to let it go. That's easier said than done. The lesson of the 1 is to push through insecurities and doubt while developing confidence in one's own brilliance. Because the shadow side of the 1 is isolation, insecurity, doubt, which could come off as lazy or even aggressive. If you're leading with the ego, it could definitely come off as aggressive. So you're not selfish, you're not lazy, but it could come off that way because if you're working with that isolation, that insecurity, and that doubt, people don't know how to take it. They don't know that you're just feeling insecure. They think that you're being lazy or you're being selfish because you're just focusing on you. Remember, with the 2, we are learning how to become part of a unit, a group, a couple, or like whatever it is, a work environment, whatever this is, without sacrificing the self and without losing ourselves. Remember that. Very, very important during this time. I really think this is a wonderful time for you because I like that you're experiencing a lot of intuition. You're experiencing a heightened enlightenment time here. And you're accepting divine inspiration. And that is part of who you are, is accepting those inspirational ideas. So we're going to see more of that coming in for you in December, Life Path 1. I love it. I love it. Bringing balance, harmony, and love to the holiday season and the last month of 2023. Yeah. All right, so I'm pulling from the usual card decks today. I am pulling from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards and the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards. You know, just the usual numerology cards that I've chosen. Okay, I forgot to switch the camera over again. I'll be real honest with you, Life Path 1. This is the second time that I am recording your episode because Mouse disconnected my sound earlier. I've got to do something. I've got to like put some tape on this or something because I have my microphone is a Bluetooth and it has a little transmitter on it, and there's a receiver that's on my computer, and Mouse like brushes by it one too many times and it disconnects, and then I don't realize it. So then I'm recording, and if I'm not paying close attention, I don't notice that the line isn't moving. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Dana, High Priestess. I love this card. Not only that, but it is the cover. It's the cover. All right. Let's see what we get for the crystal for Life Path 1. Okay, Life Path 1. Ooh, Numite, the healer. Those cards match. And I have some Numite. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. All right, Dana, the High Priestess. Oh, she's gorgeous. Just so beautiful. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. And Numite, the healer. Let's see. Ah, I just passed it. Okay. Oh, such a gorgeous card. Numite holds within it the powerful medicine of the healer and the shaman. It assists in all aspects of the healer's journey, especially working with the shadow and the powerful journey into the darkness or the void, bringing light and wisdom to the soul. And you know, I told you that the 11 is an illumination number. Illumination. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, those who connect and work with this stone will embark on a powerful journey of deep healing and self-realization. This is the stone of the warrior and the shaman. It has support on the journey into your shadow self, creating a sacred space to obtain deep wisdom, strength, and courage. It increases strength and endurance during difficult times. It assists on the journey to It assists on the journey to self-mastery and assists to love all aspects of yourself. Wow, that's a powerful one. It assists in all aspects on the journey to love yourself. I like it. All right, Life Path 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for your support on my channel. This has really been an amazing, amazing year. I couldn't have done this without your support, without you watching my videos, without you subscribing. You guys are awesome and y'all rock the Casbah. So thank you again. Don't forget to watch my videos for the new moon and the full moon, where I do card pulls for all the zodiac signs. I'll also have some new videos coming out in January of 2024 and some new stuff that's just like, in the works. So stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned to this Bat channel. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. I hope you have a fantastic December. And until we see each other again, Life Path 1, get out there and make your magic. Bye.